We've traveled to volcanoes, deserts, coral reefs, chasing the extraordinary wonders of our world. But the most astounding builder of them all, they may be the microbes just under our feet.
You mean boring old soil? Never even gave it a second thought.
Well, the ground beneath us is teeming with life, people. A whole second planet of microbes right there, thriving miles below the Earth's surface. They're more powerful than you could imagine, shaping the Earth itself.
Believe it or not, there's more life underground than above on our entire planet. That's crazy. Do you know how much life is on this planet? That means the entirety of the ocean, the entirety of the skies, and the entirety of the land, and also human beings, all combined into one, still are not more life than underground. Wow!
While we're hiking around admiring the views, there's microbes hard at work creating the world we know.
And today, we're digging in, and the deeper we go, the weirder it gets. Just wait.
Okay, so what's the big deal about soil? I mean, I know it's not just dirt.
Great question, Kai. Soil isn't just dirt, it's alive! No? Okay. Anyway, if you've ever tried to grow anything, and I'm looking at you gardeners, because I'm not a gardener, I kill everything, but even I know that soil is like a teeming city full of bacteria, fungi, and nematodes, and 1 teaspoon of healthy soil can have 1 billion bacteria and 1 kilometer of fungal threads. No? No mad scientist noise?
No.
Oh, it's crusty Kai today, people.
It's like a whole universe in the palm of your hand. No, stop. You can't escape your universe.
And what makes all the difference is humus. Gravel, sand, silt, clay, all of that is dirt. But humus, that has the organic matter that makes soil, well, soil. It's where you find decomposing plants and animals and all the microfauna that eat that decomposing matter. And a lot of them.
Maybe more than half of all species live in the soil beneath our feet.
Soil's home to 90% of fungi, 85% of plants, and more than half of all bacteria. At 3%, mammals like us are the group least associated with soil.
But soil is critical for our survival. Almost everything we eat comes from soil. Those microorganisms replenish the nutrients to feed the plants that nourish us.
But creating soil is not a fast process. It can take hundreds of years to build up just 1 centimeter or 2 of humus.
And this layer of life sustaining us all on this planet crust is shockingly thin.
Now, soil doesn't go very deep before you hit bedrock.
And when you hit that cold, hard rock, what happens to all that life?
Well, for decades, scientists assumed that rock was the hard, sterile center of our planet. I mean, there's no way it could hold life, right? And certainly not life millions of miles beneath the surface. Beneath everything we think of as life up here in the sunny surface world. Oh, but starting in the 20th century, researchers began finding bacteria thousands of feet underground, in coal, in drill cores, under the ocean, even beneath Antarctic ice.
How did life even get down there?
That's the thing. It might have actually started there. For example, in gold mines in South Africa, explorers found bacteria living in water 2 miles underground. They can endure temperatures up to 140 degrees and feed off the chemical byproducts of decaying uranium. Now that water, that hadn't been disturbed for tens of millions of years. These creatures had certainly been living there at least that long and maybe even longer.
Okay, old for sure. But life on our planet is potentially billions of years old, so...
Oh, you want older microbes? Yeah, they're down there. Explorers at the Kidd Creek Mine in Ontario collected water 1.9 miles underground. Water that's been isolated from the surface for more than 1 billion years. It may be the oldest water ever found on Earth, and it is some freaky stuff.
Twice as much salt as seawater. So full of iron, it turns orange when exposed to oxygen. It apparently has the consistency of maple sap, and it's full of microorganisms.
Microorganisms. And these microorganisms don't just live in our planet. They may be an integral part making it, transforming it, doing their work below so we can live happily on the surface above.
Billions of years ago, Earth's oceanic crust started sinking into the mantle, a process called subduction.
But microbes living in that oceanic crust were already breaking down the basalt using acids and enzymes, and that made it soggier.
Soggy rocks.
Yeah, exactly. That sogginess carried more water, making light, buoyant magma that eventually cooled into granite.
Which is what continents are made of.
Yep, you got it. And so without those early microbes helping break things down and carrying water deep underground, Earth might have never built up land. We could have been stuck as a water world with a few lonely islands.
That'd be a real
I
shame.
mean, would it? I think it would be. And it doesn't stop there. These deep microbes also build minerals, gold, silver, copper, pyrite. They're like tiny geologic engineers.
So Earth's glitter is microbe poop?
I prefer to imagine them more with like hard hats and little axes, like the dwarves in Snow White. And I don't know if they can whistle while they work, but they do eat hydrogen, breathe sulfates, and then leave behind minerals as byproducts. Some even trap metals inside their cells and slowly build deposits over millions of years.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Right?
Creepy, but amazing.
Yeah, we think of Earth as rock and dirt and water. Cold, dead, sterile. But maybe it's something more. Maybe it's a living, breathing system shaped by life, for life.
And the tiniest creature we've never seen might be the one we owe everything to?
Exactly. They built our soil, they helped shape our continents, and they're still down there, transforming the Earth in ways we're only beginning to understand.
The next time you step outside, maybe give the ground a little respect. Maybe even say thank you to the microbes.
Thank you.
Just don't say it too loud. People might start to stare. But what if we could journey to the center of the Earth, like the classic sci-fi novel, and see all of this happening for ourselves?
Oh, we have your roadmap for that trip right here.